Good morning. Today I'd like to talk to you for just a few minutes about how you will be remembered. You know, as a pastor, I'm around death more than the average person, so I've done a lot of funerals, literally hundreds in the 34 years I have been pastor at Springcreek. And I was never taught how to do a funeral. I never read books on how to do a funeral. All I knew is that if a funeral was going to be comforting, it had to be personal. And since we were a young church and had a lot of young families, typically I was not doing funerals for people I knew well. I was doing funerals for the parents of people who came to Springcreek, or there was a tragedy and they lost a sibling or they lost a child. But I was often doing funerals for people I really didn't know. So I would spend time with the family getting to know their loved one before I did the funeral. And I made this discovery early on that what we think we'll be remembered for and what we're actually remembered for are two entirely different things. You know, I think sometimes we get so focused on our jobs or what we feel like, you know, is going to be our legacy, you know, our accomplishments, the accolades, the newspaper clippings, all those things that we want to leave as our legacy. And what I've discovered is for the average person talking to their loved ones, those press clippings die with you. But what they remember are little moments. You know, I think about what the great poet Maya Angelou once said. She said, "I have learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." And it's so true, especially when it comes to legacy. People will always remember the way you made them feel. And so as I would sit down with these families and they would begin to share their memories with me, invariably a family member would say, "You know, I don't know if you can share this at a funeral or not, but let me tell you this story." And it was always a silly little quirky thing. But the thing I noticed is as they're telling this story, tears that moments ago used to fill their eyes, those same eyes were now beaming and bright. And a smile broke out on their face as they shared that little story. And I realized those silly little stories are our legacy. You see, it's in the unplanned, spontaneous stuff of life. It's in the moments. The moments matter because it's only in the moments that we really get a glimpse of the other person. It's in these silly little interchanges we have. It's in these conversations around fun times. It's this quirky habit this person had. We remember those things and we think of those things, and those things are our comfort because that was our connection. You see, I think sometimes we get so busy making a living, we fail to make a life for the people we love and care about. And your legacy is going to be tied less to the way you made a living and more to the people that you love, because that's where life is. And so this is just a reminder. Don't live your life for things that are in the long run going to be forgotten. Live your life for the people you care about, and know that your primary ministry, if you will, your primary legacy is in your marriage. It's in your family. It's in your friends and those you care about, because it really is the moments that matter. God bless you. I'll see you again real soon.